Day one, and everybody eager to get off to a good start.
Yeah, and it's obvious, Peter, you don't want to be playing catch-up after the opening group game. So we can expect this to be highly competitive. 3 points here and the feel-good factor of eventual progression kicks in. It's a great foundation to tackle the rest of the group games.
So away we go then. Driving on, a real charge here. Plenty waiting in the middle. Calafiori. Nice physical challenge. Trincao has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. There are a few waiting for it. Bullish header! Tries to get it clear. Saka. Rice. And the counter is on. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rice. And it's Eze. Calafiori. Good play on the left-hand side here. Lovely feet. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's had a crack. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And that's been won straight back. Trincao. Zubimendi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Eze. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And it's Eze.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mosquera does really well to win the ball there. Saliba. Timber. Gonzalo Inacio. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Timber. Saliba shifted upfield. Rice. Timber. Wins the duel this time, and he has been fouled there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Too long, and over the line. Trincao. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Great run on the overlap here. Time to deliver. Goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has been knocked clear. Clearly not happy with that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Saliba getting this one clear. Zubimendi aim forwards. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Takes a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Trossard. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Rice. Mosquera. Eze. Sporting disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Proves too strong. No foul, says the referee. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Succumbs to the pressure. Subimendi. Rice. Eze. Moved on forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Saka. That's very neat. Shot at goal! Goal! Sporting! And Sporting score first.
Sporting, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Clears it away. Martinelli. Trincao. Suarez. He's through, now is he in? It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And he's on a charge. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And it's been taken short. He is just caressing the ball. Martinelli. Martinelli, gently done. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. And it's played forward. Moved on forwards. Timber. Calafiori. And it's played forward. Now it's Trossard. Muscular approach does pay off here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Zubimendi. Keeps on running. And he's managed to get free. Eze. Calafiori. Eze. Timber. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And that has been clubbed away. Martinelli. It's a great... He's having a shot! He has done it! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Trossard. Rice. Proves too strong. Zubimendi. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Saka. He's found a way through. Nice physical challenge. And that's a dangerous ball. And the shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Trossard. Eze succumbs to the pressure. Zubimendi. Good take and it's on the finish! Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Showing good feet. Martinelli defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Martinelli. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. That's really well manoeuvred. Up he goes! Harmlessly behind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Trincao making good progress on the right-hand side. Trincao. That's a cute ball. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And it's Eze. Rice. Out to the left it goes. Calafiori. Trincao carries the ball down the right. That's a good run he's making there. Trincao. He's got away. Has crossed and climbs up big. Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Trossard. Saka. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Shoots! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Trossard tries leading the charge, and a shot! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Eze producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Saka. Calafiori. Decent progress down the left. Trincao. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone for it! Cleared away. Mosquera is there and he can get that clear. Eze. Timber. Played back to the goalkeeper. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's through, it's one big chance! Relentless, just relentless! And they are cruising away. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So now the difference is 3.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Eze. Martinelli. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Trossard. Nice physical challenge. Succumbs to the pressure. Rice, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Saka. Rice. Sporting are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Trincao. It's run loose here. Trincao. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Trincao. Very nicely done. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Now this could be a... Can he finish? And yes, it's there!
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Mosquera. Saliba shifted upfield. And there's the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Suarez. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And reclaimed it in a trice. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Nice control. Out for a throw. Cross needs to be good. Martinelli. Calafiori. Referee's given a throw. And he shoots! Eze. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now, what about a counter-attack? Rice. Saka. And here's Trossard. Aim forwards. Looking to break at pace. Suarez. Martinelli. Martinelli running with the ball. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Trossard! And the referee brings the first half to a close. And the action is back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment. Go for
Trossard! Trincao. Moved on forwards.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Eze has been caught there, it's a foul. Suarez.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Mosquera. Eze. He's in a great position here, and he's found a way past. Trossard had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And it's played forward. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Eze, Saliba, Timber. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's tidy. They get a throw in. Subimendi. Rice. Eze. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And no surprise, that's a booking. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Arsenal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And here's Trincao. Oh, that's neat. Mosquera, forwards and with intent. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Trossard. And here's Saka. Now it's Martinelli. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he's going to have his name taken. This is gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He's having a go. Good, strong hand by the keeper. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Timber does really well to win the ball there. Rice. Saka. Trincao. And he's well put. Suarez! No mistake! And the second half is off to a flyer.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Sporting get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Gonzalo Inacio. Played into space out wide. Calmly anticipates. Rice. Gets a foot in here. Now that's well seen too. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, as you...
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Rice getting this one clear. Trossard. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
And he's there to clear it. Foot in. Eze.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Lovely bit of skill. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rice. Saliba. Timber. Saliba. Rice. Timber. And it's Eze. Arsenal have a free kick. Now it's Trossard. Now who's going to be first to this? Great chance! That was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Suarez. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Calafiori gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Trossard. Over to the left. And he's there to get it away. Inacio have it back and can go again. Rice producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Arsenal look very much like they've got to that time where it's all about closing this.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Eze is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Trincao. Can he finish? There's another goal! Oh, taken with style! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Eze. Muscular approach does pay off here. Eze couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Proves too strong.
Saka? Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Cuts out the pass. Sporting have hit a quick-fire double here and are right back on level terms. And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Trincao. Oh, it's a great... There's the shot! Goal! Sporting! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. Sporting go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Rice, and he goes cross-field. Trincao did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. It's a good run down the right. Looking for a decent ball in. Now then, the ball's come loose. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Timber. Saka. Muscular approach does pay off here. Saka has got himself a free kick. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Mosquera. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rice. Aim forwards. Rice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Saka. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Trossard really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Suarez. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rice. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's played forward. Martinelli. Now that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. And the pass is intercepted. Zubimendi. And it's Eze. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, it's come loose. Knocks it out wide. In with the challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Martinelli is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Martinelli. He's having a look round. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he has been fouled there. Defending of the desperate variety. Trossard. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Timber. Oh, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And it's hoisted clear.
Sporting surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
"75 minutes played. So what can they make of this? Eze! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Arsenal are level.
Arsenal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Arsenal really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Trincao.
Sporting really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Timber. Timber.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end.
Arsenal have a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he cuts out the supply. Gets a good foot in there. Can he spark a counter here? Suarez. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Saliba. Moved on forwards. Trossard. Succumbs to the pressure. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
He's gone for the shots. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Sporting getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Eze. Now it's Saka. Does well to get it back. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Inacio gets over and intercepts. Inacio, gently done.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's shifting through the gears here. Martinelli. A chance to play it in. Martinelli. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Trossard! Goal! Arsenal! What a turn of events. We have a match here, all right. It is an epic. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
How many? Just how many? Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Trincao.
Sporting really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Trossard. Calafiori. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. He has found a way through. And he thumps it clear.
Arsenal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
One good cross, maybe the last chance. Trincao. And he's heaved it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Trincao. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Sporting really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Martinelli. Could move up a gear here. That is lovely. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Trossard. Inacio does really well to win the ball there. Lofted upfield. And he's on his way! Hit into the middle. It's a mighty effort! Couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Trossard. Now it's Martinelli. Nice physical challenge. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Sporting really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Martinelli. Zubimendi. Zubimendi played over towards the opposite flank. Rice. Martinelli.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Aim forwards. Zubimendi. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Timber. Inacio, gently done. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, such a clever touch. Sporting with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. They've played it short. Martinelli can get it clear. It is now or never. Time is against them. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Saka. He is through here. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. They've played it short. Ball comes in. Chance! In he goes again! They've scored! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Moved on forwards. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's surging through. Proves too strong. And it's played forward. Oh, they could break here. He's found a way through. Oh, he's been flattened there. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Sporting, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. Look of bemusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a save by David Raya! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Sporting starting here with a draw, a glass half empty or half full. You be the judge. Well, after all of that...